One of the biggest questions that we get is how do I record my footage in a way that doesn't just completely fill up my hard drive on my TriCaster? And the answer to that is really quite simple, but it's something that a lot of people don't know. Obviously, when we think of how to get our footage, we think record. And that's typically the case, but if you're trying to log a lot of footage and you don't want to have to move it to an external drive regularly, or you don't have a network backup, record is not necessarily the answer for you. Record is a MOV file. It's a large file. It is made for doing some post-production stuff. But over here under stream and encode, there are some other options that you can use, and depending on the version you have of the TriCaster, it may say stream and encode, or it may just say stream. Either way, you want to use this option over record if you have the ability to do so. So I'm going to click this little sprocket, and by default, you're going to have a whole list of things if this is the first time you've done it. If you are just using your stream function to stream and you've been recording and you have these large files, these 40, 50 gig, 60 gig files, you're going to want to stop that. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously make sure that my encoder is how I want it. And I'm going to come down here and hit new preset and do file capture. And I'm going to name this, just for this case, TC training MP4, because eventually we're going to come out as an MP4 file. So again, the file name, same thing. And in here, you can use your data links. So I'm going to put the date. And what that's going to do is no matter what I do, whatever that date is, it's going to show that recording. Now, when it comes to where your files are going to be, you can do a lot of things. When I am working with a lot of teachers, I will create something in their D drive for them. So you definitely never want to go to your C drive. You want to go to the D drive, and I usually do media, and I will create a folder that says get your videos here. Okay, and so now that folder is created. It's on their D drive in their media bin, and I will show you the final result later. Now, you can add more. So if you're used to streaming to YouTube, you're just adding another layer in there, and you'll see that I have that. And if I wanted to change and do mix 2, I'm working on the Mini Go, so I only have 2 mix outputs. But that's what that is. And so now I have this set up with my TC training MP4 and my date. And now I'm just going to hit close, and I'm going to hit stream and encode. And right now it's streaming and encoding. And for these purposes, the only thing it's doing is recording an MP4. So at 10 seconds, I'm going to stop, and it's an MP4 of my program window. If you want to change that, you can come here, and again, on the Mini Go, I only have 2 mixes. I could change, mix 1 is my program feed, mix 2, I could change it to anything. I could change mix 1 to anything. Just keep in mind that whatever you put in there is your mix 1 or mix 2, you can choose inside your stream and encoding settings. So if I wanted to go to mix 2, I could do that there. So now that we have this 10-second video, we're going to go out of the Mini and exit. And so the smaller file format will allow you to not only easier upload if you need to upload later, but easier to edit, easier to get to your files and move them around and throw them in Premiere and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go to my D drive. It's right here. I'm going to go to Media. I'm going to go to Get Your Videos here, and there is my video. And we're just going to open Media Player, and you'll see that it is exactly what I expected it to be. A shortcut that I like to do for a lot of our clients is right click, create shortcut, create shortcut. Oh, that wasn't good. Let's see, Control Z, I put it back. There it is, make sure it's all there. Now, more options, create shortcut, drag that to my desktop so I don't have to dig around later when I come back. So that's how you do it.